Welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. In today's video, we'll be continuing with the offseason rebuilds, and today we have the Brooklyn Nets. In a season where they traded both Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, the Nets finished 45-37. They were the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. They got swept by the Philadelphia 76ers in round 1, unfortunately. But there's a lot of good things to like about this team, and I do think the future is pretty bright. We'll go over the roster and the way I kind of vision this team in the future in just a moment, but before we do, if you guys are new around here, have not yet subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button real quick, stick around, we'd love to have you in the community. Other than that, you guys are good with ideas. I mean, you guys have been commenting some great ideas, so continue to comment them. I always want to see them, and yeah, man, this Brooklyn Nets team, to be honest with you, I like watching them a lot more now than I did when they had KD and Kyrie, because it felt like that was always a chaotic duo, and now they're just a fun team to root for, man. They really are. So I think the future's pretty bright here in Brooklyn. Let's see if we can get them a championship. I'll probably quickly mention it at the start of every video until it starts working again, but no, this is not start today. This is a shared file. It's not 100% up to date, but we're close enough, and we're not rebuilding playoff teams, so it does not matter. Let's get into this Brooklyn Nets roster. Let's just start it off with the funniest fucking thing of all time. Spencer Dinwiddie, Din Shitty Island, the funniest Twitter beef I've seen in a while, him and Kyle Kuzma going back and forth. And then this man lays a fucking goose egg in the playoff. I mean, he was just flat out terrible. There's no other way to say it. Hilarious. He's not a point guard of the future here at him being 30 for me. He's a free agent, though. We'll see what we end up doing with that contract. Seth Curry, good shooter. Obviously, 32 years old. It's a tough age to kind of be in a 3-year rebuild, but we will see. We have Patty Mills actually on a multi-year deal. I was a little bit surprised when they signed him to that deal, but nonetheless, he is here. We'll figure out what we're going to do with him. Best player on the team in Mikal Bridges. Dude is a complete stud. NBA Iron Man. The man played 83 regular season games in an 82-game season. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And if you're wondering how that happened, if you didn't know, it's because he got traded and then played another game. You know, it makes sense. But yeah, he's an 88 overall. Zero plans of moving on from him. Cameron Thomas, Mr. Cam Thomas. Dude's a bucket. I don't know. It just didn't seem like they wanted to play him a lot in the playoffs or in their short run playoff. But like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he could have helped with the scoring at some aspects, but I don't know. Defense isn't great. Doesn't pass the ball. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We have Edmund Sumner here as well. We'll see what we end up doing with him. We have Cam Johnson, who's going to be an intriguing free agent. I know there's some rumors about some teams maybe offering this man a bag, like the Houston Rockets potentially. We'll see how much he asks for in free agency. I felt like Joe Harris fell off a cliff. I feel like I haven't heard this name in forever, and he's making like nearly $20 million a year. So we'll address that. We have David Duke Jr. He's 23 years old. We'll see if we can get a little bit of development in him, see if he can maybe progress a little bit to be a reliable backup. We have Dorian Finney-Smith, good defensive piece. Probably not a long-term starting power forward for me. We have Royce O'Neal and then Yuta Watanabe. Pretty sure this dude led the league in three-point percentage this year. The center spot, I'm a huge Nick Claxton fan. Dude is an absolute stud when it comes to defensive centers. He's only 24 years old. He's an 86 overall. No plans on moving him. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Cry me a fucking river, Ben Simmons. This dude gets paid tens of millions of dollars to sit courtside and watch his team. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's going to go down as one of the craziest what-ifs in NBA history. There have been moments throughout the past year and a half, maybe 2 years, where I haven't wanted to write him off yet, but I'm pretty much as far as I can go with Ben Simmons. I mean, this dude is just always hurt. I don't know. And then Deron Sharp's here as well. He'll probably get some minutes for me as a backup center. So that is the roster as of now. Let's sim the rest of the playoffs. Obviously, we are not in it anymore. LeBron James, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Julius Randle, Eastern Conference. Can you imagine this finals? I can't. I mean, obviously, you have like two of the biggest franchises. I think in terms of value, I think the Warriors are 1 now. I think Lakers are 2. I think the New York Knicks are 3. So great for ratings. Lakers go on to get it done. LeBron at age 38 out here winning finals MVPs in 7 games. All right, let's hit the draft lottery. Obviously, we're not going to really have a draft pick in here. We'll still go ahead and sim it, though. See what ends up happening. It is the Pistons, the Pacers, the Spurs, the Jazz, and the Rockets. Maybe not a ton of surprise. I think Jazz jumped up a few. Not a crazy surprise. All right. To be honest with you, I'm not a huge Jacques Vaughn fan. I thought, to be completely honest with you, however long ago it was when they fired Steve Nash, that I thought Ime Udoka was going to come in here and hopefully coach this team and take them to the next level. They didn't go that route. Obviously, Ime is the head coach of the Houston Rockets now. I'm not saying Jacques Vaughn did a bad job with this team. It was a very chaotic season. I just don't know if he's my coach of the future. But I'm going to give him another year. His contract expires after this year anyways. We'll make a decision at that point in time. NBA draft time. Do we have our own pick? We do. It's at number 20. We also have 21 from the Phoenix Suns. And then we have 22 in round 2 of our own as well. So, couple things we could do here. In terms of drafting somebody, I don't think we're going to draft anybody, at least right now, to be, a day one starter for us. I don't think that's going to happen. But maybe there's a world out there where we go and we find a good backup. So let's see, either we can find a good trade or I'll see you guys in the draft. We are officially moving on from Ben Simmons, who's making nearly $38 million this season. And, I talk about this sometimes. I'm not going to talk about it, every single time I see Ben Simmons. But it's not even just Ben Simmons. There's a problem with 2K as an aspect. They see Ben Simmons as a 3-star valued player. If it was possible at this moment to give somebody maybe half a star in terms of value, that's what Ben Simmons would have, especially with that contract, if not 0. So that's where 2K messes up a little bit. He should not be a positive asset. He should be a negative asset. And I really wish there was something 2K would do to kind of go out and fix that. I don't know how you would fix that exactly, but I shouldn't be able to throw together pick 20, 21 in a second, along with Brickleberry Simmons, and be able to pick up the 5th overall pick and a guy in Jae'Sean Tate who's not a bad player whatsoever. But I'm going to do it because, you know what? I don't really give a shit at this point. So we have the 5th overall pick. I'm standing there at 5. We'll take a look at the summary so far. Brandon Miller goes 1. Victor Wembanyama. Feels like the Pacers kind of got a steal there. Scoot Henderson, and then Nick Smith Jr. So we have some options here. If we want to go ahead, maybe draft a guy in Amen Thompson. We are on the market for a point guard. I know I said we might not get a day one starter, but I also didn't really think we were going to be able to get a 5th overall pick for Ben Simmons. So my two biggest needs in terms of potential starters would obviously be the point guard and the power forward spot. So I think Amen Thompson is my guy. He develops quite nicely. I believe the shooting's not exactly there, if my memory correct. Yeah, he's a D three-pointer, so that's a little tough, but I like Bridges at the shooting guard spot. He can shoot the ball. So you know what? Amen Thompson's going to be my guy. Do we have another pick? We do. We have 22 in round 2. I'm not saying we'll find anybody there that's going to be of crazy value, but you never know. Julian Strawder, where have I heard that name before? I don't know. Terrence Shannon Jr., Jordan Walsh. Julian Strawder, welcome to me. I have no idea who this is. I feel like I've heard the name before, though. Amen Thompson's a 78. Julian Strawder is going to be a 70. It's not too bad. Team player options. Dinwiddie, okay, he has a team option. Did not know that. He's going to be coming back along with everybody else. And then I think it's time to move on. To be completely honest, Utah, what's not? Sure. Yeah. I think at this point I'm going to move on from Spencer Dinwiddie. He could potentially be in a trade to go out and potentially get me an upgrade at the power forward spot. I would obviously like to get Cam Johnson back as well. We have some money. It's not a lot of money. I don't know exactly if there's any necessarily horrible contracts. Oh, I forgot about Joe Harris. His contract is terrible. And then there's some other guys I'm going to move as well. I think a lot of these guys are just kind of making like decent money, and they probably aren't really going to be here. So at this point, I'm going to try to find a trade for a new power forward. Let's see if we can solidify that. I'm going to try to get Julius Randle from the New York Knicks here. It has been a minute since I have traded for Julius Randle, and you know what? This dude's been balling out. I'd love to give him take a flyer on him, see how he can play for us here. Honestly, I'm going to recuperate the picks anyways, so I'll give you 3 first if you want them. Hopefully they will take this. If not, we're screwed. Would I give up Cam Thomas? I don't know, because that's a tough spot, because I think Cam Thomas can be really good because he progresses really well in this game. The unfortunate thing, do I want to make this move though? I'm in a tricky spot right now. How many stars does Deron Sharp have? No. Would I give up Cam Thomas? He was good though, but there's just not a world right now where he's going to be starting for me. This might end up biting me in the ass and being a bad trade, but you know what? I'm going to pull the trigger on it. I'm going to make the deal. It's a bad it's a bad trade. It's an overpay. But you know what? Cam Thomas, at the end of the day, was never going to find his way into the starting lineup. We desperately needed a power forward, and we got our guy. At this point in time, I'm going to wait on Cam Johnson. Maybe bring back Yuta Watanabe. And, other than that, I don't have many other major moves. Seth Curry's probably gone. He's a little bit older at this point in time. Might be a good guy to bring back just because we need a potential shooter at the backup point guard spot. Let's see. Raekwon Gray can go. Yeah, I think let's just wait at this point. It's tricky. I didn't want to give up Cam Johnson. I definitely might. Cam Thomas. Jesus, somebody outside is driving like a lunatic. At this point in time, I don't think Cam Thomas was going to find his way into the starting 5 at any point. So I'm always going to give up a bench piece to go ahead and get a starting guy. It's just how my logic works. So at this point in time, we have what? Joe Harris is going to get moved. I'm going to try to recuperate a draft pick. That's kind of what I was talking about when I went ahead and said that, I don't have a problem moving all these picks for Julius Randle, because very similar to Ben Simmons, he's seen as a 2-star asset, which with that contract at that age, with how he's been playing, there's no chance on the planet that I should be getting an unprotected first-round pick. Technically from OKC, but it's via the Los Angeles Clippers. So, at this point, I don't know who I'd rather keep. Probably Dorian Finney-Smith. I can move Royce O'Neal, potentially in the market for a backup guard. I don't know if there's anybody here that's that amazing. If not, I'll just take a draft pick. I don't mind KCP, but I don't really want to do any sort of pick swaps or anything. Oh, man. Okay. Let's go ahead and... What are these picks? Yeah, I'll take some more Clippers picks. Okay, so we have to sign some backups at this point. A guy like Trey Jones, Taylor Horton-Tucker's here. These are not bad options whatsoever. I could bring back Seth Curry. We're just at the point where he's a little bit old, and I know how his regression does work, unfortunately. So I am going to bring in Taylor Horton-Tucker, pretty good player. And then at the shooting guard options, maybe give me a guy like Dante DiVincenzo. He's a decent shooter, and I'm excited to have him here. Yuta Watanabe can go at this point. I don't really feel like there was a spot for him on this team. And yeah, man, we have our 10 guys. This is a pretty interesting looking team now. Julius Randle stays in New York, just goes to a different borough, and I'm feeling good. I'll see you guys at the start of year 1 here in Brooklyn. After a pretty busy offseason, we have finally arrived at the start of year 1 for us here in Brooklyn. It was a chaotic offseason. We made some good moves, maybe a few bad ones. We'll see. Time will tell, but I am really liking the way this team's kind of come together. I don't necessarily think we're championship contenders, but hey, we might be a move or two away. Some progression kicks in. Who knows what happens? It's going to be Amen Thompson, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, Julius Randle, and Nick Claxton. The bench unit's actually pretty good. It's Taylor Horton-Tucker, Dante DiVincenzo, Jayshawn Tate, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Deron Sharp. I like this group a lot. We just got to go out and hopefully be a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference. See y'all at the end of year 1. We finished year 1 in Brooklyn with a record of 50-32. It's not bad whatsoever. I'm assuming it's probably good enough for a top 4 spot in the East, which was obviously my goal. We have Darius Garland winning the MVP award here at the end of year 1. I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's a great player. I don't quite think he'll ever be an MVP, but 2K loves him. I don't know. Victor Wembanyama fell to 2nd overall, as weird as it is to say that a guy fell to number 2, but he did, and he wins Rookie of the Year. Shocker, I know. Jordan Poole, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis wins DPOY. Tyler Hero, Most Improved. JB Bickerstaff takes home Coach of the Year. So full standings, we actually finished as the 5 seed. Wow, so a very good Eastern Conference this year. And yeah, we're going to be taking on Philadelphia in round 1, basically running it back last year. Just instead of a 3 versus 6 matchup, it's a 4 versus 5. And yeah, let's take a look at the numbers on the year, see how everybody did. Julius Randle, Mikal Bridges, our 2 leading scorers. Both absolute studs, and I'm happy to have them here. Cam Johnson was a good option. We paid him a lot of money, so we're hoping he can be good. Amen Thompson, pretty good rookie year. 14 points, 5 boards, nearly 8.5, 9 assists. Pretty good. Nearly 2 steals a game. Shooting percentage wasn't awful. I mean, I'm hoping, yeah. So, how many? Yeah, so he took about 2.5 threes a game. He made, obviously, about half of 1 a game. So, that's obviously something you're going to want to work on if a guy's, shooting the 3 ball. But it's not terrible for a rookie season. Take a look at the rest of the numbers there. Boards was Claxton, assists was Amen Thompson. So, as I mentioned, Philadelphia here in round 1. We know what this group is. They're a good team. No longer... Oh, wait, never mind. He's right here. I'm fucking blind. They added Keita Bates-Diop into this starting 5. Obviously, an incredible backcourt with Harden and Maxey. Then Mr. Joel Embiid is just one of the most dominant players I've ever watched. We're 1-1 with them right now. We go down 2-1. We're 2-2. We go up 3-2. And we are going to round 2. We're taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Obviously, an incredible young team. Dude, Jared Allen just gave us, like, the perfect meme of all time. He literally quoted... He went on record and legitimately said that the lights were too bright. Oh, man, it's hilarious. But, yeah, this is an incredible team. New York just handled business with them in the first round this year, just like they're handling business with us this year. We're down 3-1 at the moment, and we lose in 5 games. Anybody surprised that it's an Atlanta Hawks and Cleveland Cavaliers Eastern Conference Finals? And now we have the Hawks and the Lakers going to the finals. Lakers won it all last year, and the Hawks get it done this year. Say it every video. I wish somebody loved me as much as 2K loves the Atlanta Hawks. Let's hit the draft lottery. I don't know if that Clippers pick was unprotected, nor if it's even in the lottery. It is. It's projected number 4. I don't know. I think it was unprotected. And it was, but we fall all the way back down to 7, which... 2K. Okay. I'm going to bring in a new head coach. I think Jacob Underwood's going to be my guy today. I've gotten Stauffer recently a lot. And so I'm going to bring in Jacob Underwood and, yeah, 4-year, $33 million deal. He's going to be the new head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Let's head up to the draft now. We obviously have the 7th overall pick, so we have some options if we want to make a big trade. Why does this always happen? I hate this fucking game. Like, what are you pissed about? Let's just see. I'd like to read what it is. Seriously? Like, can I see something? Typically, it used to say something why they were pissed or something. Why? I don't know. I'm feeling aggro. What? Yeah, I don't know. I've had enough of Brooklyn. I'm signing with a new team this offseason. Okay. I don't know. Hopefully we can find a way to get him back, but this game makes no sense. I mean, he's our starting center playing 33 minutes a night. I don't know why you'd be pissed. Let's find a trade. I'm going to attempt to get Zach LaVine here for the Chicago Bulls. He's up to a 90 overall, and this man has been playing some very, very good basketball. So, in my opinion, he is an upgrade over Cameron Johnson. Whether I start LaVine or Bridges at the 3, I'm still TBD on that, but I'd like to go ahead and I'd like to try to get him here. So, they don't want that. Are there any other players I could give that? You know what? I can give up Dorian Finney-Smith at this point. He's getting to that point, and wow, they agree with that. He's getting to that age. It's just a little too old, maybe. So, yeah, we don't have our draft pick anymore, which is fine by me. I think we got an upgrade. Team player option, Jayshawn Tate will be coming back. Pretty good player for that much money. Keelan Martin, probably no qualifying. So, I'm going to attempt to get Claxton back. Yeah. He's down 4 overalls. I don't know why this game does this. He's not restricted, is he? Is he unrestricted? Yeah. I don't know why this game does this shit. Like, I really don't. Like, can somebody figure... Is it his shot tendencies? Is it that? I know I've had people tell me that before, but, like, I don't know what it is. It's kind of annoying. That's a lot of money. It's weird to me. It really is. He's going to come back after all that. Hopefully he doesn't have his panties in a twist by the time we get to next year, because I kind of need him to be good for me. So, does it still say he's not re-signing in Brooklyn? Because that would be really funny. It really would be. Jesus Christ. Okay, at this point in time, I'd like to get myself a new backup power forward. Then we're basically going to be all set. Kyle Anderson is an okay option, but he's probably the best we're going to find here with this squad. All right, I'll see you guys at the start of year 2. We had one major move this offseason. That was us going ahead and trading for Zach LaVine. I'm super excited to have another established star here and one that has been playing some really good damn basketball. Here's how it's going to look for year 2. It's Amen Thompson, Mikal Bridges, Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, and Nick Claxton. He appears to be back up to an 87 overall, so I don't know. Taylor Horton-Tucker, Kyle Anderson's a new addition as well. Another good bench piece for us. Dante DiVincenzo, Jayshawn Tate, and Deron Sharp. I like this team a lot. I think we are finally in that contending mix. Hopefully we can go out and prove that. See you guys at the end of year 2. Very, very good second season for us. We go 66-16. It's just beautiful. Tyrese Halliburton is your MVP. Did not see that one coming. You don't see that one very often, but incredible season with 26 points, 3.5 boards, 14 assists. Wow. Matas Buzelis, Rookie of the Year. I tell you guys every time, I've sometimes seen this guy now go number 1 overall, and I've drafted him before at like number 12. It's crazy. Alzer Thompson, 6th Man of the Year. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Tyrese Halliburton also wins Most Improved. Most Improved and an MVP in the same year is crazy. And our new head coach, Jacob Underwood, coaches us up to 66-16. Is your coach of the year. So we're obviously the one spot here in the Eastern Conference. Lakers are just, wow. And they don't even have LeBron. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at the stats on the year, see how we did. It was Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, Mikal Bridges, all 3 leading us in scoring. Amen Thompson was incredible as well. Nick Claxton, THT, DiVincenzo. I mean, overall-wise, just very, very happy with this team. I really am. Who we got here in round 1? It's going to be the 8th-seeded Charlotte Hornets. Added Domantas Sabonis. Okay, it's a pretty good addition right there. I don't necessarily love the way that team's constructed, but he's still a really, really good player, obviously. But, yeah, thanks for coming. Jenny sweep. Okay. Shit. Yeah. Added Kobe White. It's a pretty interesting addition. And Trey Jones. Okay, the depth on that team is pretty crazy. Yeah, you know, for me right now, this Atlanta team is probably on par with us. It makes 2K's hard on for the Atlanta Hawks makes me nervous. All right, so we have a fun matchup here going up against the Boston Celtics. We have Brogdon, JB, JT, new addition in Royce O'Neal. I feel like there's a world out there where you start Brogdon at the 1, White at the 2, B at the 3, Tatum at the 4, but that's just me. Oh, you still have Marcus as well. Yeah, there's definitely some other combinations I'd probably run, but yeah. We're up 2-0 on them. We're up 3-0 on them. Okay, a little bit of revenge on the Celtics. We get it. And we are taking on Mr. Not Running from the Grind and Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers here in the finals. Okay. I mean, besides progression, not a ton of shit. I mean, you add Clint Capella, he's a good piece. You're starting to see a little over Jeremy Grant's interesting. Not a ton has changed here, to be completely honest. I will say they have the best player in the series in Damian Lillard, but obviously that does not appear that it's going to matter right now. And yeah, man, I don't remember the last time that, unless I was doing a Trailblazers rebuild, that I saw them in the finals. So I think we got a little bit lucky with the team we got to play, but nonetheless, I'm feeling pretty good. We're up 33. I'll see you guys in there. My dumbass I tried to jump in. What happens is I don't know. I'm trying to explain this. I took a sip of water, and then I tried to hit enter game, and I was still on the simulation button. So, yeah, that's on me. We're down to 28 seconds. So we're literally going to get one possession. And you know what? I'm the only one to blame, and I do apologize about that. But you know what? I'll show you guys a little bit of the ceremony for Finals MVP and all the championships. That's not what I was trying to do. And the championship celebration. So we're going to end up sweeping the Portland Trailblazers here. I guess what we can do at this point is just talk about the Nets. For me, I've been over this now a couple times. I think I opened the video with this. I actually genuinely enjoy watching Brooklyn Nets games now. For me, it was never a problem. I mean, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving were a super entertaining duo, and two great players. Obviously, when they had Harden there, they had a dynamic trio that really could never just stay on the floor together. What, they play 13 games as a trio or something, which is crazy to me. It's unfortunate. They were a Kevin Durant big toe away from going on to the Eastern Conference Finals, and ultimately didn't happen. But for me, man, it's just it's crazy to think about. This Brooklyn team over the past couple years has had a lot of what ifs, and yeah, they've decided to turn a new leaf. They blew it up. They're going in a new direction. Bridges looks great. And honestly, I think they just got to keep making moves. Obviously, nothing of today's video is going to happen, but they have a good core. I'm going to be interested to see if they pay Cam Johnson this offseason, assuming they will. I think it's the right decision. You can't just let him go. And then, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with the point guard spot moving forward. I don't think Spencer Dinwiddie's an answer necessarily, but it'll be cool to see, man. I am excited to see it. So, I guess let's just enjoy the championship celebration real quickly. We're going to try to get through this as quickly as possible, but I know some of you guys like gameplay, and my bad, I fucked up. I didn't mean to simulate that long. So, let's see. Who's the Finals MVP? It'll tell us eventually at some point. It takes way too long. Nobody's listening to you, Adam. Come on. It is cool. I give 2K credit for these animations. They've obviously had this for years, and I'm not saying there's anything new or anything crazy, but I wish they would maybe do something a little bit different. Something I just noticed when I was playing the other day. Who is it? Who's wearing? Oh, it's Julius Randle. Something I noticed the other day when I was just playing, when you won a championship, the coaches were still sitting down, just blank face. The players went crazy, but I don't know. It's just small little details. Also, the fans are just the most unanimated thing I've ever seen. They just have no reaction. It's weird to me. I don't know. All right, let's officially get into... Oh, please tell me Son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. Shit. I doubt it saved. It definitely didn't save. This is the 2K screen of death. Sometimes I get it, and sometimes I don't. I'm disappointed if I got it right now. It's never going to go away. It just continues to sit there. That's going to suck because I don't have autosave on because this is the one file I continuously go back and use. So, yeah, what the fuck? No, do not buy something. We are unfortunately, yeah, no, it went back to the Knicks. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait, let me just, I think this got fucked up. I do. I think it did. Yeah, this got fucked up. All right, I'm not going to not upload this video because we had a good team, and I apologize that it's ending like this. It's the piece of shit game 2K, and I'm sorry we didn't get 3 seasons. I really am, but we won a championship. We built a hell of a group, and at this point, blame 2K. I'm not even kidding. If I had time to sit down and record another video, I would. I don't right now, and I'm sorry about it. It's the way the things kind of go sometimes. So hopefully you guys were able to still enjoy this one. I had a really fun time doing it. We built a really fun team, and honestly, to be 100% transparent, I don't think anything was really changing from year 2 to year 3. So just wanted to put that out there as well. But as always, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. You guys have been great with ideas lately. Let me keep hearing them. And yeah, man, my apologies once again. I don't know. I fucking hate this game sometimes. It makes no sense why I can't exit a loading screen without having the game basically crash on me. But it's annoying. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.